How do you create your own fashion model, add your own clothing to that model, and bring them to life? Hey, my name is Rosh, and I am the co-host of the Creative AI Show, where we are two creative guys talking AI. And there are a number of ways in which you can add elements to an image. And Kling was one of the first to do this well, and I still like to use Kling. So what you do is you go to Kling and you go down to AI Tools. And from here, you can go to Virtual Model, and you'll also have the opportunity to add your own outfits. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And here we are in the area to create our model. And here's the virtual try-on area. Now I have already downloaded some clothing. And I'll talk more about that in a moment because it's important in terms of how you do it. So I'll start off with youth. Let's say we'll pick our skin tone and a prompt. Model with blue hair walking on the beach. Just a simple prompt. You can add as many adjectives as you wish to the prompt. I'm going to keep it simple here. You also have a number of options related to the aspect ratio and how many outputs you want. Let's start off with 2. Okay, so our 2 models right now are being created. And here are our models, and we can decide which one we want to work with. We can create more, we can add more detail if we want, whatever we wish. But we're going to go to Virtual Try-On. And as you see here, our models have automatically been populated in this area. You can also upload, if you wish, your own model. You don't have to use the model system. Then you decide if you wish to upload a single garment or multiple garments. I'm going to upload 1. And here I am in the clothing area. A number of the downloads were WebP files. So we'll stick with the JPEGs and PNG files, which are certainly just fine. And let's take a look and see what is available here. Okay, let's use this dress. Now, as you can see, most of these images are on a very clean background. And this is what you don't want the AI to get confused. So a nice white background is a good way to go. And if you don't have a white background and you have editing tools that can knock out the background and then put your subject on white, that might be helpful too, especially if it's in a very complex environment. Let's start with this. You can see it right here. We've selected this image. This is our dress that we're going to put on her, and generate. And as you can see, we'll have 4 outputs. And as you can see, I really didn't need 4 outputs, quite honestly, because it's the same dress on the same person. So that was my error. But let's now generate a video. And we need a prompt. Model turning around to show the outfit. Sure. And then walk toward the camera. And again, let's see, 2 output creativity level. So we have options here in terms of creativity level, relevance to the prompt, or allowing the AI to be a little more creative. Let's stick to more on the creativity side. 10 seconds or 5 seconds? Well, since she's spinning around, I'm going to go with 10 seconds. And then, of course, you have your options, standard, professional. I have professional option available, so I'm going to use it. Generate with 140 tokens. And off we go. Here's our model, and she turns around, walks away, and she's supposed to walk back towards the camera. Yep. Well, no. Let's see. Turns around, walks away, and looks back at the camera and starts to walk toward the camera. So yeah. Now you'll notice down at the bottom here, it says Kling 1.6. This is pretty good. 1.6. They have much higher levels now, 2.1. And 1.6 certainly has been able to hold its own, even though they've had advances in the quality of their image to video. You can see here, if you wish to do lip sync, you can do that. You can edit, modify, add multiple elements, which could be, say, for you, maybe a product. So you have a very specific clothing that you have on your model, male or female, and then they have a product in their hand. Let's take a look at the other option. So here we are again, and she walks away, very similar to the other one, and turns around. Yeah, just turns around a little bit differently. All right, let's try a male. And let's say lighter skin. And what do we want? 2 outputs, same. Okay, and man with black hair walks through the city streets. There we go. All right, here are our 2 males walking down the city street. Now let's change clothing. Let's go to AI Virtual Tryon. And let's do multiple garments. Upload top and bottom. Here's the top, a white long sleeve shirt. And bottom will be darker jeans. And we'll select this guy right here. And here we are. The guy's in the city. You can see that the clothing is a little bit different in terms of the way it lays on him, especially down in this area here. And so you can select which one do you want. And you have a number of options. You can in-paint to add something if you wish. You can expand or remove. You have options to set as a reference or upscale. But once again, we'll generate a video. You do have the option for multi-elements, and I may have mentioned I might do that, but I gotta tell you, it's not an easy thing to do. I've done it in the past, but it's not a seamless approach, so I will save you that for another video. But let's get into exactly what we want our model to do. Model turning around. Well, we're not going to do that because that's what we did with our last one. With our last model. So we'll just say model walks toward the camera and smiles. Again, we can decide if we wanted a long output or short. Let's just do 5 seconds because it's very simple. Creativity level, we had it at 35. Let's put it right in the middle here. And here's our model walking towards the camera and smiling. Good smile. So everything that we wanted to do worked out. We created our model. Now we didn't describe our model, so we got what the AI gave us. And we put on the clothing we wanted the model to wear in the location, and the model doing exactly what we asked for. If you want to hear more about AI for the Creative, check in at the Creative AI Show every Monday on this YouTube channel, where we are 2 creative guys talking AI.